We are 7 weeks deep into this year's NFL season, and so far, I don't think there's a more feel-good story than the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is coming from a Chargers fan. What is so great about the story of the Kansas City Chiefs so far this season? Redemption. Redemption for the team itself, redemption for a quarterback named Alex Smith, and redemption for a head coach named Andy Reid. Last season, Alex Smith was the starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers up until week 10 when he got a concussion against the St. Louis Rams and went out of the ball game. Alex Smith would never come back into another San Francisco 49ers ball game because his backup, Colin Kaepernick, stepped in and played phenomenal. Alex Smith lost this job despite the Niners holding a record of 6-2-1, Smith himself holding a touchdown to interception ratio of 13-5 and a QB rating of 104.1. He was still benched and had to sit on the sidelines and watch his Niners go all the way to the Super Bowl game, which they didn't win, but they did make it all the way to the Super Bowl. Andy Reid last year wrapped up his 14th season as head coach with the Philadelphia Eagles. In those 14 years, Andy Reid took them to 2 NFC title games, to 1 Super Bowl, second place finish, and overall he really had a pretty great career with the Philadelphia Eagles. But those last 2 seasons when he was in Philadelphia, they ended up going 8-8 and 4-12. And when you got guys on your bench like backup quarterback Vince Young self-proclaiming the team as the dream team before the season even starts, 8-8 and 4-12 really aren't going to cut it for the fans as well as the general manager and the rest of the league's expectations of the team. So the Eagles sent Andy Reid packing last year. The Chiefs last year rounded up the season with a record of 2-14 at the very bottom rung of the NFL. Now let's flash forward a year. Andy Reid and Alex Smith both come to Kansas City, and 7 weeks into the season, they are 7-0 as the lone undefeated team in the entire NFL. What happened? Andy Reid's West Coast offense is just working great with this team. Alex Smith is by no means playing the best football of any quarterback in the league, but he's doing just enough to help this team win. He's managing the clock great. He's completing the short pass to people like Donnie Avery and Dexter McCluster. He's even rushing the ball. He's already rushed this year for 218 yards, which is more than either of his last 2 seasons in San Francisco. There's a lot of other things going on with the Chiefs too. That's the reason why they're 7-0. I mean, their defense leads the league in sacks, and they've given up the fewest amount of points per game. Special teams is playing great. Jamal Charles has 898 all-purpose yards, but 337 of those yards have come through the air, which is once again Alex Smith completing the short pass. So how can you not be happy for this Chiefs team? Even me as a Chargers fan, I'm happy for this Chiefs team, and they're winning our division. 2 guys that essentially had a fork stuck in them last year from their respective teams in Alex Smith and Andy Reid. They come together on this completely depleted team, and they completely turn it around. So, it's a great story. Make the movie, I'll buy a ticket. All right, this is Bricks Banter, signing out.